Hello and greetings, my fellow Long Darkins. Welcome to the Wintermute review. We're going to be talking about the Long Dark story mode, specifically episode 1 and 2. Talking through it, it's going to be very major spoilery. And apologies for my voice, still hasn't recovered yet. I'm working on it, but the more I have to talk, the longer it's going to take, unfortunately. But it's going to be a rather long discussion video. Actually, we're currently on episode 2. Unfortunately, I have a quest bug right now. I've talked with Alan Lawrence over at Hinland yesterday, right after the Long Dark Charity Marathon. A special thank you to everybody. We raised over $400 to help out puppies, saving puppies from high kill shelters, along with Safe Hands Rescue of Minneapolis. Alright, yeah, we are on day... I don't even know what day it is. It's probably like day 800, because, man, I've been taking my time. Yeah, poor Astrid, probably about 2 months have gone by. Been doing a lot of side stuff. I'm going to tell you about the good and the bad in Wintermute. Overall, I did like it. Man, you guys know I'm probably one of Hinland's biggest white knights. But I'm going to be very impartial in this. It's good and it's bad. So far, it is kind of played like a about 16, 17 hour long tutorial so far. Yeah, it really has, but let's get up to kind of show you where I am. I bugged out the survival school one. Unfortunately, they're working on fixing it right now. But we're going to probably go do some cache hunting, because that is actually an achievement, hunting down all the caches. Do you need the supplies? No, you don't. Maybe the first problem with Wintermute is it plays like a little bit tougher than Pilgrim, but less than Voyager. So if you're an interloper player like me, I got a veteran player over 2,000 hours. And remember, this is going to be a jaded review because I played this game more than anyone. There really is no difficulty bar in this. I haven't had a rough time at all. Alright, let's get out. We're out by the dam, actually. Yeah, this is one of the trailers outside. We'll go hunt that. Let's see. I'll check our clothes real quick here, too. We'll be doing a separate LP of the Let's Play. We'll play through all of Chapter 1 and 2. Probably starting next week when my voice is a little bit better. I take the temperature. Not wearing too bad. Our clothes are pretty good. Even though I did suffer 2 bear pit attacks I was just kind of goofing around a little bit. Man, is this beautiful or what? I'll tell you that. I just want to get a picture for that. I'll be taking some snapshots, so I do apologize. Yeah, loving the dam, especially the roar effects. As it pertains to survival mode, Raph has stated a couple times on Twitter that it's in survival mode. Have I seen it myself yet? No. Mostly because the weather's always crap when I'm playing. Maybe it's just I have not seen it myself. I've tried, but... Okay, first off, we'll talk about Episode 1. Episode 1, fairly good. I enjoyed that really quite a bit. I played a lot of side stuff. I avoided the main quest for quite a while. First time we actually hear a human voice. Other than ourselves in the Long Dark, I didn't visit Grey Mother for quite a while. I did the Bank Vault quest. I unlocked the Bank Vault and every security box except Grey Mother's, or, well, Barker's box from the farm before that. So I did take my time. I took quite a bit of time. And went and did the flare gun quest, which was slightly annoying because I swear I looked for hours. So TwitchViewer actually told me exactly where it was. Because it was on the floorboard right next to the dresser. Like I said, this one's going to be chock full of spoilers. Right next to it on the ground, just under the rug. Yeah, let's see. Unfortunately, my rifle is also crap because there was a bug where my... I wonder if that actually bug fixed that. Probably not, though. It was already gone. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, my rifle cleaning kit disappeared the minute I took it. So remember, if you are looking to get into story mode, you might want to wait a week or two. Let's avoid that anyway. I'm going to go after this other cache anyway. There's an achievement for it, that's why I'll be going for it. But as it pertains to the game, do you need the cache? No. You will have more supplies in this than you will ever need. More than you'll ever need. It's also, it's kind of funny. Once you get out of the first episode, getting out of the first episode, you have to go down a rope. Of course, you can only have 30 kilograms of supplies then. So, all the supplies in Mountain Town don't really matter because you're never going to be able to take it all with you. I never had a problem surviving out in Mountain Town. The one thing you will notice, the beginning tutorial on that is pretty lengthy. I do recommend, well, we've got problems over there, don't we? I would rather avoid you. I don't want to talk about the wolf changes quite yet, but the beginning wolves and once you get out of the plane crash site, they do kind of, I think they're meant to just press you along into the story. It kind of keeps you on the rails quite a bit in the beginning, because they want to, get you to Milton. Because I have been dodging. I couldn't really explore maybe an area because I was dodging wolves about every 3 seconds. And they seem to be singularly focused on pushing me towards the church and then the town of Milton. Get over and just... Wolf struggles in here. Not really much of a... I've probably bled and killed probably a dozen wolves so far. And I've shot quite a few as well. I've been on a murder spree. So I do find it funny, 16, 17 hours into the playing the story mode, I am still having to go through a long tutorial. I have checked all of here probably, I'm sure, but let's just go and double check. Yeah, Mystery Lake, that's what we'll get into episode 2. Pretty much, doesn't have anything that I haven't already done. Yeah, well, see what it's got in here anyway. Orange jeans. No, don't need it. We'll check out here though. Yeah, we'll head over and we'll go look for that cache. I'm kind of meaning to. Yeah, so it kind of propels and it draws you into the town of Milton, which I enjoyed my time in Milton. It was interesting. There are various notes and stuff. Yeah, the whole town is deserted except for Grey Mother. Conversations with Grey Mother were okay. There were a couple of visual bugs, like with her necklace, that is already fixed. They put up a patch 1 on PC last night, coming to Xbox and PS4 as soon as it can. Of course, there's certification issues, etc. Now, it was interesting. I did enjoy the cinematics on that. Then we want to talk about moral choice and stuff. There was, and not really. I know a lot of games always praise moral choice, etc. No. Even in the beginning, they had a tutorial where you could kill a bunny or not, and I'm like, it didn't really... I never felt as a player, impacted by any of the moral decisions I've had to make so far. None of it... I mean, we can't say yet that it will affect the story, but... my first thought is probably the rocks out there where the cache is. The quest markers will kind of... They are actually pretty hand-holdy in the story mode. Which is, like I said, a new player, just playing it only for story mode, that's probably a good thing. That's probably a good thing for you. I would definitely say. Yes, Grey Mother's cinematics, they're well done. But outside of cinematics, it's all text. I guess, I know the time and money spent, and all the animation for that, etc. I understand that's why we didn't do it. It does kind of throw off the scene, though. And the trust system was actually rather easy. You only need about 200 trust to unlock all the conversations on every NPC so far, including Jeremiah. Yeah, only so far in the episode. I haven't got to the end. I know there's going to be some, but it'll spoil the end. But I think I can also give a Wintermute review because I played 17 hours. 16, 17, at least in Wintermute. Even though I haven't got to the end of episode 2, but that's a bug, so as soon as that's up, we'll get to the end of that. Just don't want to wait any longer. Now the caches will be a little box. They're pretty small. So we gotta keep our eyes out. I'm actually up here now. Yep. Actually, if we look around, we're kind of like right here then. We're like right there. Alright. I'm just wandering around talking anyway, so it's no surprise I got sidetracked. We'll swing around the long way. Are we cold? Yeah, not really. I need to make water again at some point. We'll kind of head back to Jeremiah at Trapper's Homestead. Just to kind of wait for that bug fix so I can finish it. I also have to go back to the Broken Railroad to get the other cache, because at the time, I didn't know about the achievements. And the caches are kind of just quest filler. I think it's time filler. A lot of Wintermute has been time filler. All the side stuff, like getting the caches and stuff. It's been more time filler because, yeah, even though like, the first episode I spent about 10 hours in. A lot of that time was, I could have probably gone a lot faster if I just stuck to the story. But you know me, I love this game. So I did all the side stuff, explored all of the Mountain Town map. Quite a bit. I did enjoy that map. A shame it's not in survival mode yet. I do plan they plan to put that in there. But at the end of episode 1, you'll know why we can no longer get back there, because Grey Mother gave us a, well, it was a worn rope. So we actually fell down, couldn't get back up. Yeah, apologies if you're just watching this for some reason. I'll put spoilers on the video, but you'll for some reason you'll watch anyway. I just kind of banged the desk there a bit. We'll head over the side. Then back to the left a little bit and look for that cache. I probably have been at this lone cabin, but let's check that as well as I'm talking here. Yeah, I really find I'm actually still carrying around all the cash. You'll also be interested to know all your items from episode 1 carry over, your condition, your clothes, everything. That carries over nicely to episode 2. So that actually is nice, because I had about half a dozen pelts on me. Because I had to really pick and choose what I wanted to save going into episode 2, because we only carry 30 kilograms. And we're not coming back to Mountain Town, so I'm like, ah! So everything carries over quite nicely. That's well done. I was kind of worried like I just had some kind of default inventory and all my work had been kind of for naught. But also, when you gain the Grey Mother's trust, you'll eventually learn how to craft. Because you don't know how to craft. We'll actually show you everything I've learned so far. And if that is... Where are you? Oh, over there. Initially, you only know how to make prepared rose hips and tinder plugs. Probably bandages, I believe. But I've learned fishing tackle from Jeremiah. Old Man Beard's wound dressing. I think I learned that from... Yeah, there we go. So taught us the snare. How to actually make fishing tackle. We learned the rabbit skin mitts from Grey Mother. Okay, so you don't... Kind of like not in survival mode, you already know how to do all these things. But this has been kind of one long tutorial. Yeah, and of course we learned how to make deerskin boots and pants. I've been kind of wandering around, so I didn't take the time to make it yet, because I already have, I do believe. I did have combat boots, but the 2 times getting mauled by a bear, because I was screwing around, yeah, it did kind of hose me. Because Old Bear actually does come into the story in episode 2, which I thought was a nice touch. I really did think that was a nice touch. There are no skills in the... You have a pretty good chance of starting a fire anyway. Yeah, but there are no skills to be found in story mode. It's kind of a bit of a shame. I mean, give you something to do while you're... But I guess it is kind of unnecessary. And do I need that? I don't really need the sports vest, do I? No. No, we're pretty well off. Let's get back to the task at hand. I really did enjoy the town of Milton. Quite nice. Episode 1 overall. It is very much tutorial based. There's a lot of side fun though. Did enjoy Mark Miller's acting, Astrid acting, the cutscenes, top notch. Really enjoyed that cinematics. Yeah, actually, we're in the year, I do believe we're in the year 2012. And about 10 years ago was the collapse. Some say a banking collapse. Apparently there was an earthquakes, maybe even been ongoing for at least 10 years. Maybe the precursor to this geomagnetic event. I do find it a little odd that Will has not figured this out yet. I mean, he's always been a simple man, a little bit, but... Now, let's just go around this way. Yeah, I'm just kind of screwing around a bit. He's always been kind of a simple guy, but it doesn't take a genius to figure it out. And I won't get into my theories. Maybe I'll do that ramble during one of our LPs on Interloper. I've already pretty much figured out episode 3. I mean, it's not a genius to figure out what's going on. But, yeah, overall, we about finished up talking about episode 1. I really did enjoy it. I did all the side stuff. Got caches, all the caches. Didn't need the loot though. I mean, it's not exactly hard to survive in story mode. I've really kind of, I need to go get water. I've just been a little lazy. And also to note, let's get a Summit soda. Their Great Mother has an infinite fire right next to her, which you can use as much. Also, Jeremiah does too. So, if you're having trouble surviving in the long dark, just spend some time in survival mode. It's good practice. And I think you'll come to love survival mode as much as I do. Let's check the rocks. It's a rather small box. Should be easy to find once we check it out. Did we actually... No, we looked... Spend all day looking for that cache. Yeah, there is no surveying. Oh, yeah. I wonder if I've actually gotten... It is on the thing, but I wonder if I haven't gotten charcoal yet. It is near one of the rock formations out here, but... By the frozen creek. Oh, but anyway, let's get on to... The start of episode 2 starts out really nice. Jeremiah and the old bear. Will taking a shot at him. But let's backtrack a little bit. Talk about the prison bus. That's a very interesting thing, because it looks like Astrid in some trouble. She wrote her blood. Because in episode 2, we're going to be heading out to Perseverance Mills, a town in the north. Which we haven't quite... We're going to have to actually end up going through the dam. Which is a whole quest in itself. That I have yet to complete because... Yeah, a little buggy. Which is expected. I don't think they're going to get it all mashed out pretty soon. Try the rocks over here, maybe. Problem is, I'm trying to navigate and talk at the same time. It doesn't always work. Which I have to give my voice a little rest every now and again. Yeah, but there's a prison bus. Maybe they're getting transported to the mainland. I'm like... As small as, because, you know... Bear Island overgoed earthquakes 10 years ago. The place has pretty much been destroyed. People would already become kind of dependent anyway. They become dependent on supplies from the mainland. Yeah, no supplies coming from the mainland now because, you know, nobody has electricity. I think everyone's kind of up S Creek, as it were. I'm probably just going to stumble upon this cache out of nowhere sometime. How far was it from the... Put on the drill mitt, and then... Yeah, we could head up over by the drill mitt, I suppose. Maybe stop at the camp office. I think I'm actually by the camp office. Oh, I've been talking so long, I just kind of wandered around. We'll head up that way. Talk about the addition of Aurora in episode 2. It is great. You won't get that till about the latter half of... Aurora doesn't really show up until the latter half of episode 2. And there's a reason for that. One of my things, they hate the light. I am going to be a little harsh on this next statement. You'll have to forgive me, but... It's a way of the story I didn't ever expect it to go. It was a nice twist. I totally didn't expect it. but I could swear somebody had actually been writing for the script of the Wintermute. Somebody was playing Alan Wake. And if you haven't seen Alan Wake, Google it on a YouTube video. Watch some of it. If you do know what Alan Wake I'm talking about, I swear to God, we just took something from Alan Wake. Quite a bit. Because when you get to the Broken Railroad, because you're going to check out the Force Talkers, this eco-terrorists, as it were, we're going to go look for them. Just stuff to fix the rifle, etc. Then we're taking it back to Jeremiah, investigating the land a little bit more. I know, you're a little bit cold anyway, so let's get inside and check out the new camping office. I rather like it. It's probably well done. Definitely a lot of immersive clutter. You'll really only find a lot of this in Mystery Lake, though. Sadly. I thought this was coming worldwide, but no. I don't. If we're going to see the addition of that into the other regions, time is only going to be able to tell. I don't have a official comment on that, so we will find supplies. Oh, they did fix that also, because radios were actually playing when there was no aurora. And that was a little... It was nice, but it was a little weird. Definitely. Yeah, lots of immersive clutter. Laptops, etc. Plenty... Yeah, there's no reason you should ever die in story mode. Unless you get severely unlucky. Or screw around like I do, but... It looks to look quite nice. Yeah, but pretty much, I swear, yeah, a little bit of harsh criticism, but it was pretty much a turned-in storyline from Alan Wake. Stay in the light. The game then forced me, once I'd gotten to the workshop, prepared the rifle, we stumbled upon the Force Talker's body. Actually, that was a nice addition of the dream catchers as well. Because apparently, yeah, now we have enhanced, I don't want to say zombie wolf, but Aurora wolves. Yeah, I don't know if there's some kind of possession going on. Yeah, we'll find out maybe later down the road. But you had to stay in the light. Now we get we'll bring this out, a flashlight that only works during the aurora, but you can actually turn that on to a high beam and scare them off, much like Alan Wake. Was it good when they introduced that into the story? I thought it was actually, it was nice. Though, like I said, yeah, supplies, I have stuff everywhere. I could live out here a long time. Long time. But, let's go check how much firewood I have. A little bit. I'm going to get a little bit of water real quick. Now somebody yelling at me about needing, use a torch, use a torch. Well, I guess we could. It's my interloper instinct, I guess. I'm going to harvest that real quick. And we'll get some water, then we'll head back to Jeremiah. I should be done talking about this. Well, maybe we'll head back to Jeremiah. I've already gone 20 minutes or so. And I'll continue to talk about Wintermute. Quite a bit to talk about, as it were, anyway. Okay, well, let's pull that out. And yep. Yep. Okay. Get a little bit of fire going. Yeah, but then you spend the latter part of the night walking from light post to light post to get to the Hunter's Lodge, where you find your own rifle. So about 12 dozen hours in or so, finally get to start shooting some of our own stuff, which is kind of nice. And Jeremiah will clue you in after you get up his trust. He likes deer hides, and I already had like half a dozen deer hides already that I picked up from various corpses. Half a dozen deer hides already that I just gave him. Automatically got his trust up as high as you can go. And the only way you can lose trust is by taking their stuff. But the amount of trust you lose for taking their stuff is so minimal compared to how much I gave him. I could pretty much rob him blind and it wouldn't matter. So, really, moral choices? Not really. Also, there comes a point in Grandmother's story where you can go get... You have to get her 10,000 calories. There are more than 10,000 calories just around town. Even if you do go up from the gas station, that might come into play later on. Probably in the form of a short cinematic or something, because we're not going back to Mountain Town, it looks like, so. I myself took the moral high ground. I didn't loot gas station at the time. So I just got the supplies from around town. I did loot the gas station a little bit, because I'd already kind of looted the gas station before she even showed up. So I don't really think... It didn't really matter. It's all honesty, it really didn't.
I would drink almost anything about it.
You can put that out. There you go. Always remember, this review is from a guy who's played The Long Dark already for over 2,000 hours in survival mode. We'll continue to play it, of course, as always. I had some venison from the other day. I've been carrying around raw. Probably need to take care of that. We'll get the water real quick. Do I have another temporary? I have an orange soda. There's so many supplies in story mode. You're not going to have to worry. I mean, you know how stingy I am, but... yeah, I really don't have to worry at all. Especially with Jeremiah's infinite fire. Yeah, I'm golden here. I can survive forever. So I almost feel into episode 3, because we haven't unlocked everything quite yet. I'm hoping at least into episode 4, maybe, I'll start to get more important, we'll get into more in the story. Because it's been rather low, well, I should go over there. A low start so far. Been a very slow start. But it's actually understandable, though, because Will doesn't know any of this stuff. As a character, it would be... yeah, in survival mode, you already know all the stuff that Will is now learning, so I think that's very fair. I'm going to grab a bit more water. And then we'll head out. Even though Jeremiah, you can just sit there all day and make water. Yeah, I do like that they took out any kind of, so far, any timed quest. There's no time quest. I never really feel rushed. I do like that. I do like that. I was just going to get some... they did change this a bit now that you actually have to click on the menu you want first, and then it'll take you to the items. So that's a bit of a change there. I don't know if that was intended or not. Everything down in the blueprints. And then if you want to make, you have to prepare this now beforehand to do that. It's not a big deal. I know some people seem ranting about it, but it's just a small extra step. A little bit more immersion, as I say. Yeah, I didn't find the cache yet, but I'll do that on a live stream today. We'll save that for the live stream. Which I probably will start since they've made actually a little bit easier to do the VODs. Because usually when I try to upload something longer than an hour or two, Twitch it'll fail the upload. If I try to just upload it from, and it's kind of a strain to record that, then render a video for every Twitch stream. But now it looks like I can just download the Twitch stream. Once the VOD rights to Twitch go out, I can just download it, put it up. So we'll probably have a playlist. If anybody misses a live stream and don't like the VODcast, don't like going to Twitch to see the VOD, I'll be just putting up the daily stream. Coming up shortly here. Let's head up. Yeah, now we can actually, anytime we can go to Forlorn Muskeg now, and we can go all the way through. Because I knew that the Forlorn Muskeg was a transition story to something else, because it directly went into story mode map. Yeah, Broken Railroad is part of the story. Yeah, there's another dead wolf. Did I actually even harvest him? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. I've killed quite a bit. I just didn't get the gut. Yeah. Kind of weird there's navigation in here. Maybe that's the thing they'll teach us, I guess. Now, because I've ran actually many a fire, and I've never picked up charcoal yet. That must be intended. That might be some more tutorial we have to do. Yeah, and we'll talk about more about episodes 2 here in a second. But pretty much, yeah, so far, it has pretty much been a long... My first impression is, it's been a long tutorial that's been beating me over the head with the tutorial. But I am a veteran player of The Long Dark. Some would say probably a legend. I know, I admit that. But, yeah, I've been covering this game for 4 years. I'm a little jaded in that sense because I almost wish there was kind of a skip. But a lot of the story so far has been a tutorial. There's no way I can skip Just, I'm like, can I just skip? That'd be skipping the story, actually, because a lot of the story so far is the tutorial. I'm hoping this opens up a bit more. We can get on once Will learns all his stuff in episode 3. But I hope by episode 3. Because I can't really imagine going another 2 episodes. What's my carry weight, actually? Yeah, I've been usually generally carrying around 40 kilogram, at least. I've been fine. Like I said, difficulty-wise, I know I see a lot of people on Twitter, you know, Reddit, etc. Oh, it's so hard. It's not. I mean, once again, jaded. Because I'm a veteran player, of course. But story mode has not even been remotely difficult for me. But then talk about the later part of episode 2. Yeah, once we do the whole Alan Wake thing, we get back to here. And that's kind of where I screwed the quest line. Because there's we got to get to the control room in the dam. Unfortunately, I cannot right now because, yeah, I broke the quest line. I'm waiting for patch 2 to come out and to get that. So if you guys are having problems with story mode, but I would just save the game file. Just hold out, play survival mode for a while. It's going to be a couple patches before they get this all ironed out. It's pretty big. They were testing it internally, but they only have one tester on site. They also didn't probably. They're not gamers, guys. They're not like hardcore gamers like you or a lot of the audience. Like they probably expected you to stick straightly on the rails. I went off the rails. I left the reservation. Really, they're still. I'm pretty sure Jeremiah had a hand in killing. We kind of think he's a bill collector, and Jeremiah killed him, but. Yeah, so currently I am stuck. And once I finish this episode 2, I'm going to start a new Let's Play. Expect that by the beginning of the week. And I'll take you through everything. Plus I'll have some tip videos on all the various puzzles and quests and stuff. It's not, I wouldn't say it'll be nice to have for you guys. It's not too difficult though, I thought myself. Only the flare gun gave me pause because I guess I swear I looked over everywhere, but I'm still carrying around a bunch of cash too because I got so intrigued by the vault. I'm like, we're robbing a bank. So cash, of course, you can only use it at Tinder, but I think it's kind of a funny thing to do. But overall, it's as good as bad. I've loved the story has been kind of short so far. A lot of it has been tutorial, which I do understand. Definitely. I think also the pacing could have gone a bit. I mean, that's one thing. You're creating a lot of content, which it already had in survival mode. I think the pacing could have been a bit faster. I think a lot of this was filler. A lot of the caches and stuff, it's filler. I kind of almost a bit upset that I had to actually do the caches because it's achievement. Now I got to get the achievement. Because I'm the long dark guy. That cache that I don't even need. There is no, especially at the episode 1, because frankly you can only carry 30 kilograms with you anyway. Let's go in. We'll give you a look at the second NPC in the game. Though my NPC will be in episode 3, so I think we are going to be seeing a lot more NPCs out in the world, especially in Perseverance Mills. Hey, Jeremiah, we'll give you a little bit of the dialogue system. Unfortunately, there's no dialogue. Which, really, I know they didn't have to do the animations. Which, this is 3D modeling and stuff is very new to Hinterland. Remember, this is an independent developer studio. About a couple dozen developers. I think it's about 25 is the staff at Hinterland right now. This is not their forte. I mean, definitely not. They look great, though. They really do. But the facial animations, all of that, I think for all this text and the dialogue, would have been overwhelming. Don't ask why he has a meat pillow, by the way. It's just, he had to be there. Yeah, I'll try this again. My problem was I went to Because there was a note in the camping office about a supply cache up in the Forest Area Lookout. Now where I'm being sent, I already looted the stuff there, so I screwed up the quest. Sorry if I'm going through this. I've read this like 8 times. This is teaching us stuff that I, as a player, already know, which I would have already figured out before if I had never played the Long Dark before. To be fair, I would have already figured this out. Yep. Okay, he wants us to go fix his parka. Yeah, oh, lookout tower. Yeah, I unfortunately already got the stuff for that. Any of you just don't say no.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Oh, he actually... Oh my god, we fixed this. Oh, they actually got that up in the fix 1. Alright. There we go. They did fix that. Yeah, I was talking with Alan Lawrence. I was sure it wasn't going to be till patch 2. But they snuck it in patch 1. Alright, so I did actually go get his code, I believe. Oh. Well, heck, you know, can I wear that? Oh, I can't wear it. Oh. So I'm probably going to have to dump a little bit of gear. Well, I think I'll leave up here, guys. I really... Overall, I will give this 8 out of 10. Just more of a losing 2 points off because it is kind of a long tutorial. Plus the whole Alan Wake thing. I'll get into that maybe in a whole separate video. Of course, a lot of this is drawing information from one of the CEO of Hinterland, writer of this game. Biggest inspiration is The Thing. They're actually making a Long Dark movie as well, so Long Dark hype for that. It felt like it was really just drawing, you know, kind of copycatting Alan Wake a little bit. So we lose a little bit for that. And so far it's been kind of a long tutorial, to be honest. I've enjoyed my time though. The caches, I think it's all really of a balancing issue of supplies in the game. They put realistically, they put so much that I don't really need to go for the caches. I know there's some players that just straight up went and totally ignored all the side stuff because they just wanted to go out the story so they can go on Twitch and try to spoil it for everybody. It's true. But overall, I did enjoy it. I highly recommend The Long Dark still. I enjoy it quite a bit. Give them a day or another patch or two. Xbox One, PS4, I know you guys are having issues. They'll work on getting the fix for that out as well. So please be patient. But overall, yeah, I give it the LMG 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it so far. Yeah, just the tutorial is a bit of a drag. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to let me know what you thought about Wintermute as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Sure, the like button does help a lot. And I'll see you guys in our next video.